Hello Sitecore developers, welcome back to my Sitecore Diaries, a trek to Sitecore and .NET. I'm your host Jitendra Ghanekar and today we are going to talk about very interesting topic, that is GeoIP service in Sitecore. Before we start, do follow me on my social media accounts, links are given in screen. Alright, let us take a sneak peek into what today's video holds for you. First is a business use case. We will check first real world use cases for which your solution might need a GeoIP service. Then we will start with the basics. What is GeoIP service and what are the features which it provides. Then we will see how it works. We will see how you can activate the GeoIP service. I will walk you through the steps to activate the GeoIP service. Then we will see a sample code, how we can use it in the programmatically if you want to use it. And then finally we will discuss common hurdles you might encounter with working with GeoIP service, so challenges and troubleshooting. So before moving ahead, if you are finding value in this content, don't forget to like this video, share with your network, and if you have not subscribed, then do hit the subscribe button. I would love to hear your feedback, your questions, and please mention the topics you want me to cover. Please drop a comment for that. Let us start today's topic in detail. First topic is business use cases. So we will see what are the different business use cases, real-time business use cases which may need the Sitecore GeoIP services. First one, you would like to display content on the basis of a geolocation. So basically geo content targeting. So for the specific location, so wherever the user is coming, you want to change your content or you want to display a different content. That is your requirement. Then you might need to think about GeoIP service. You would like to display country website based on the location. So you might have the global website which has their own country web. I mean, every country has their own website. Okay, so in that case, you would like to display, even though the user is trying to access the global website, you would like to display their country website. So I am from India, so if I try to browse any website, okay, say let's take the example www.example.com. So I'm trying to access it, but it's a global website, so it has its ENIN website also. So then it should redirect me to www.example.com/ENIN, and which should display me the Indian related content. So that is your another requirement where you can think of using a GeoIP service. You would like to give a discount or apply additional tax if the order is received on a specific location. There might be different taxes laws for the different province or different states. Then you have to apply those taxes for your order if you have an e-commerce service. So in that case also you might need to have the GeoIP service. Now let's see what is GeoIP service. Sitecore IP Geolocation is the service that provides information about the location and the owner of an IP address. So it identifies the location of the owner or location of the request and the IP address. It is a dynamic tool that you can use to create a conditional renderings or personalization tool that shows a different content based on the visitor location. So it is not just a service which will give you the location and address, but it is integrated with your personalization tool. So when you go to the personalization area, when you create a component and you try to add the personalization, for in the rule-based personalization, if you are integrated with GeoIP, there are rules available. The out-of-box rule is available for applying the personalization based on the GeoIP service parameters which you will get. This service is free at this time, and so to use this service you will require to activate and subscribe this service. This service is free, but it is not it is not activated for everyone. Okay, if you want to use it, you have to activate that and subscribe this service. How to do that we will see in future slides. It is also an invaluable research and campaign tool for the marketers. As you are, it is collecting a data of customer. So it is very important tool for the research and marketing tool purpose. So what we can identify by using the GeoIP service. First is the time zone. So you can identify which time zone the user is or the context is, what is the longitude and latitude, which is the country, what is the region, metro code, city, postcode, business name, DNS address, IP address, and the ISP name. These are the few parameters which identified by the GeoIP location. Basically, this get inserted into your XDB. Okay, once you integrate it with GeoIP. Now let's see how it works. So every time when you try to get a data from the GeoIP service, you make a call when you write a code and you try to get a data from the GeoIP service on the basis of the IP address. It's not always the data is coming from the GeoIP service. Yes, you are making the call to the GeoIP service. So actually, you are writing a code to get data, GeoI data, geo data from the service. But internally, what it does, that we are going to see is, so once the request gets to the Sitecore, first of all, it will see whether that geodata is resolved or not. Okay, it is available or not. If it is available, yes, then first it will check from whether it is available in the session. Okay, so with that contact session, if it is available, then that data is taken from the session. If not, then the next stage is it will check whether it is available in the application cache. No, if yes, then it will take it from the application cache. If no, then it will check whether it is available in the XDB. Okay, so if it is available in the XDB, then it will take it from the XDB, and if not, then it will make the request to the GeoIP service. So GeoIP service is nothing but your lookup service. Okay, it does what a lookup service does generally. Like you just check it, check the GeoIP service and check in the table. Okay, and then it returns the geo data from the GeoIP service. So this is how it works internally when we make a call for a GeoIP service. Now in this section we will see how we can activate the GeoIP service. First is the setup. The Sitecore IP geolocation is included by default, so it's by default it is there. You only have to subscribe to the Sitecore IP geolocation service. So enable IP geolocation for your standalone content delivery and processing server. So you have to do it for your standalone. If you are doing it all in one, then you have to do it for content delivery and you have to do it for a processing server. Now how to activate the Sitecore IP geolocation service? To activate the Sitecore IP geolocation service on Sitecore XP, you must subscribe to the Sitecore IP geolocation service through the Sitecore support portal. So you need to log in your Sitecore support portal to activate the Sitecore IP geolocation service. The Sitecore IP geolocation service is free of charge with unlimited lookups per month. So it's completely free and you can have unlimited lookups per month. So once you activate it, so we'll see how it will activate it, but you have to make a changes. So what once you added that, you have to make a change your CD instance, as I mentioned in the first part. Like you can, if you are using a standalone content delivery and process server, then you have to make these changes in the path which is given here: app_config /sitecore /detection service location sitecore.cs .geoip config. In that you will have a property called geoip.perform lookup. You have to make it true to enable the service. Then how to subscribe to geolocation service? Go to the Sitecore support and self-service portal, click the create request. So once you log in the landing page, here you have a create service. You have to click on this create service. Once you click on that, you have to select the category. In the category field, select the IP geolocation catalog and then categorize the field, select the operation service. So in this catalog, you have to select the IP geolocation service and then you click on the operation service. Then you will have this IP geolocation service agreement. You have to click on this. So once you click on this form will open. Okay, then you have to fill this form, time zone, account, whatever account you are using, then your license file, you have to provide your license, and then once you submit it, you have to you will get the terms and condition page. Okay, to confirm your subscription, accept the Sitecore IP geolocation terms and services, and then it is submitted. Then your service registration or subscription will completed. After you have activated a subscription, it may take some time for the system to update the license information. So wait for that. When the system has updated, the Sitecore IP Geolocation Service automatically conduct the geolocation lookup. So you do not have to do any code for it. It will start working automatically, and it start collecting a data and will insert into the XDB. After that, these are all the development level things which you are you will initialize the things, but to work it correctly, there are two things which you have to do. First is to configure a firewall. So Sitecore IP geolocation service work correctly in all scenario. You must configure your firewall setting to allow request to the service. So there are two domains. Okay, GeoIP-cs .cloud.sitecore.net and discovery-cs.cloud.sitecore.net. You have to add a firewall rule to allow this HTTP protocol request for these two domains. Okay, that is must, otherwise it will block your request. Firewall might be blocking your request. If you are using a proxy server, okay, reverse proxy, when request comes from the reverse proxy server to your Sitecore instance, that you want to track the valid IP address of a client. Okay, when it comes on proxy address, the IP address of proxy will come. So you have to make some changes in the settings. Okay, and that setting will be sitecore.analytics.tracking.config file, and you have to change the setting as analytics.forwarded request HTTP header to hex hyphen forwarded hyphen for. So this is the file. If you have to make this change, you have to create a patch for to update this setting. Okay, and this is for the lower version of a Sitecore, that is before Sitecore 10.1 or 2. After that, the file will change. Okay, you have to do the configuration in app_configs Sitecore/detection service location Sitecore.cs.geoip.config file, and change the value cs.geoip.forwarded request HTTP header to x forwarded for. So these are the two additional configuration which you have to do at your end. Okay, once you subscribe to the GeoIP service. So let us see a sample code and how we can use the GeoIP service. So ideally, the way you are using it, it will depend on all the cases. Okay, but in case you want to resolve the country name given the IP address, then you might have to write this code like this. Okay, so for this you have to add the namespace sitecore.cs.geoip.core, sitecore.cs.geoip.core.model, and the dependency injection will be there. So this namespace we have to add, and the method which can be written like this. Okay, where you are taking the IP address as a parameter. Okay, and then you are using a service locator. Okay, service locator will class you will open service.provide get required service, and that service is GeoIP manager. Okay, that will be your GeoIP manager instance. Okay, and then if you can get a data like get GeoIP data. Okay, this is the method which you can use. You can pass the IP address and it will fetch the GeoIP page data. There will be a status like GeoIP page data status page if it is true, and whose information. Okay, so all the data will be there, all the information will be there in the GeoIP page data dot whose information. Okay, who is information dot country will give you the country. This is how you will return the country. This is how you can utilize the GeoIP service to get the country on the basis of an IP address. So this is the one use case where you have to write a code, but mostly what you are going to do is best use of Sitecore GeoIP service is going to be at the personalization level. So it is used in a rule-based personalization. So default rule set provided by the GeoIP services are, so once you click on the personalization, you go to the rule editor. okay, on the component level, then you will have these are the out of box the rules which will be available, which you can utilize to apply the personalization, like the area code, then the business name, city, country, DNS address, IP address, ISP name, latitude, longitude, metro code, postal code, region. So basically, whatever the parameters which are storing into the XDB by GeoIP service, or for that you have out of box rules which you can utilize to personalize the your component. So there are two ways you can use this GeoIP service. The most common way is used by the personalization, and if you want to, you have some specific functionality where you will passing the GeoIP you will pass the IP service and get the country from that IP. So for that you can use the GeoIP service. So these are the two cases where developer can use the GeoIP service, and I already given you the business use cases for where it can be the possibilities of using the GeoIP service. Now you can link those business use cases to this thing. You will understand how you can utilize it. Also, in case you need, you can customize this rule. I think that is a separate topic where you can set you can write a customized rule, okay, which you can add in this other than the out of box. Now we will see what are the challenges and troubleshooting methodologies we can use. The first thing is Sitecore geolocation works asynchronously. So its service is asynchronous service, okay? It's not a synchronous service. Due to that, at times you might not see the geolocation data on the first request or new IP. So first time when you are passing it, you might not see that because it's asynchronous data. Once it is get the response, then you might start seeing the IP address in your XDB. Okay. Another thing which you might face a problem is the on your production environment. It may find that you may found that the everything is working on local environment but not on the production environment, because it is a controlled environment. So wherever it is a controlled environment, you might have a firewall rules which might be blocking the domains of this GeoIP service which it is used. We already seen that there are two domains which we need to whitelist. Okay, so those are the problems. So you have to check into the application gateway, load balancer, reverse proxy, corporate proxy, firewall. So all those infrastructure will come in picture when we will go with the controlled environment. Okay. So these are the two things which you might face when you will integrate the GeoIP service. Then Sitecore provides a page for testing GeoIP service. So it's provide you the testing page, okay, for the lower version, that is from 8.0 to 9.3.0. It uses a test ip.xpx file into the Sitecore folder. Okay. Lower than that you don't have a GeoIP service, so that's why it is from 8.0 to 9.3.0. you can save the test ip.xpx page in Sitecore folder and you can test that. It is used for testing the GeoIP service. From 10.0 initial release later, you will have the save test ip.xpx file into the Sitecore folder, and you can open that like the hostname /sitecore/test ip.xpx page. Okay, you can enter any known IP address what you know, and it in the text box, and then select the geo information by IP. It will give the result. So these are the things which you need to take care. There might be challenges while integrating with GeoIP service, that this is asynchronous service. So synchronously you will not get a data. Then there might be problems with your infrastructure. You might need to check your application gateway, load balancer, reverse proxy, corporate proxy, firewall rules, that which might get blocked. And there is a page provided by the Sitecore for testing the GeoIP service. All right, we have done for today. So we have covered today GeoIP service, how the basic of GeoIP service, how you can use that service, what are the challenges, and the test pages which is provided by the Sitecore. I hope you like this video. If yes, then please click on a like button and upvote this video. Provide your feedback in the comment, and also provide me the topics which you would like to cover in this video series. Okay, if you have not already subscribed to the channel, then please hit the subscribe button, click on the notification bell, also share this video with within your network. Okay, and stay connected with my Sitecore diaries. Thank you.